Behold, it is I, your host and friend, Jeffrey K. Holkins. To my right, Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster, Eric Benson. Though not unlike Lucifer, he is known by many names. Some of which you are worthy to know. The Notorious EJB is a classic, of course. We've also got Edge Benson.
Yeah.
And very rarely, quite rarely, Azerbaijan.
It's like every week now.
I was just going to say
we
now
just gotta come to admit
that's the most
Yeah.
that's the most full one.
Yeah.
You may be wondering. Phil Metal Jacket, thank you so much. You may be wondering what precisely sort of horse shit you've involved yourself in by watching this program. This is Acquisitions Intoxicated, motherfuckers. Lestat, thank you so much. Hey, here's what we do here. We begin by filling the step filter with treasures, the treasures of the very earth. Stryker, thanks so much.
Stryker.
We put them into the step filter. I try, occasionally successfully, to put the step filter into the device.
It's like once in...
You don't need to fuck with me about this.
I'm not fucking, I'm just saying, hey, listen, I tell the truth.
Facts. These are facts. I'm a truth teller. I'm telling truth to power.
Yeah.
So it's like this. After which, we tend to sample a beverage of some kind. Immediately after that, we engage in an incredibly old art form with you, the channel. We put our minds to work manufacturing true potable artifacts of our gaming adventures.
They're already asking for the action cam. That's how much...
yeah, see, Lestat's like, where is it at? Oh, Cheeto fingers. Thank you so much. Hey, so I'm seeing a lot of text in the channel about whether or not I'm gonna abuse grains.
Right, look at this. When did you ever start abusing the grains? I thought you always lovingly sang to them.
Well, no,
you did.
Well, sometimes
there was that one episode.
Sometimes the grains are full of shit.
Yeah, and you had to insult them.
I gotta set these grains right. No, listen, today.
I don't support grain abuse.
Today, we are going to focus. We're gonna redouble our efforts. We are going to approach the Pico Brew device with affection. With care and with mutual respect, fundamentally.
Yeah.
But that's the natural arc. The entire focus of this program is to express in a way that is actionable by you that this is a human art form and it belongs to all of us. Hey, so first things first.
What do we got?
What do you got in this bag?
I don't know. You want to check out some? Look at all these recipes, right? See these recipes?
Well, I was just gonna say here.
I got
here. So George, can you
show you?
Look at this. Look at this list.
No. But do you see what's coming up on this list?
What is it?
They all have 5.
Oh, you made the 5-gallon recipes? Oh. Okay, so this is a big milestone, people. It really is, because we've been talking about it for a long time. But what you were looking here in Brewsmith, is this still 2?
This is still 2. I downloaded 3. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, you want to do it on the stream, right? But these are 5-gallon recipes for you to put to work in the home on a traditional kettle type system. So yeah, it's been promised in the ancient scrolls, and now of course any of these badass recipes that we have made together and are our joint property can be leveraged in your very home. Anyway, so this is wood stain.
This is wood stain.
So this is
what we did with Kate.
This is what we did with our good friend Kate Welch, who you may know better as Rosie Beestinger.
I don't remember this beer because we had a lot of gin cocktails.
Oh, well, yeah, I was just gonna say. Well, you had us. Thanks for everyone. You had us going ham.
Yeah, those cocktails were great.
Oh,
yeah, smell that.
Good smell.
So this is Maris Otter, roasted wheat, and carafa.
Exactly. So basically,
this is going to be a sweet stout.
Well, no, it's a who's who of like the rich, sweet grains that have the bread. And the Maris Otter, that's got the
toasty and biscuit,
right? Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, it's a roasted wheat, right? That's the dark color in here.
Yep. That and the carafa. The carafa is very dark as well.
Oh, that's right.
The carafa is about 330 on the SRM. The roasted wheat's about 425.
Yeah. So it's probably the carafa that I smell over the top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much. So when do you want to drop those 5 gallons? Whenever, whoever. Now the other thing about it is that we are also. I think we're dedicated to doing this now.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to happen.
Much like in the vein of the Lexcalibur book, we are going to do a lore book that includes the recipes printed out, both for traditional systems
and
extracts. So that's another way that you'll be able to get these recipes.
And we talked to some cool artists, and they're all, a lot of them are on board to do some art for us. Ooh, look at that! Look at the color. That's a.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, you can see it right over the top. That's bonks. Like it's dark already, and the reason it's dark is, remember, so this is Welver's wood stain, right?
Yeah.
So this is actually a pretty exciting moment for us on the show, because this is going to be a sweet stout.
Yep.
But it is also going to be distilled into liquor. You may recall a scene early in the C-Team where we learned beyond a shadow of a doubt that Rosie fucks. She fucks.
This was the fuck juice.
This is the fuck juice. Exactly right.
God
now,
damn it.
what are we looking at hop-wise here?
Okay, so the hops were very interesting, and when we were talking with Kate, we said, okay, let's put all the hops up front, because she's a monk, she's bitter, and it's gonna. This is really there to kind of hit you in the face,
right?
Instead of having any real bad or hoppy aftertastes.
No, yeah, it isn't about that. It's just the bittering throughout.
So we're going to put a half an ounce of the British Goldings, the East Kent Goldings.
East Kent.
Yeah.
Oh, the EKG.
Yeah, good. You know me.
Well, when one presumes that you're down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, take a whiff.
Oh my God.
Super interesting.
Oh man, Kate would love this.
Yeah, this is
I can
spicy.
tell. Oh, it's spicy, earthy.
Floral. It's a lot like Fuggles in that sense.
Yeah, I would say it smells about the same. God, it smells so good. And it's not crazy. It's not crazy alphas, but it's there the whole time.
No, but that's. Right? Oh God, that's fan. I love.
It's
that
not
hop.
like the fucking Warrior.
No, wait till you pop that open.
Yeah, that's the real shit.
That
Here.
Warrior has about a 15 to 16% alpha in it.
So how much are we putting into this bad boy?
Half of it.
Half, okay. Okay. Gonna be good. Now, how about these Warriors?
So the Warrior, since it's drastically higher in alpha, we only need a quarter of that.
Yeah. But it's a beast.
But wait till you take a whiff of that. This is going to be.
It's called Warrior for a reason.
For a reason, you're gonna get it right off.
I was just gonna say, even some of the crazy shit that we are really into, like stuff that's already would have to be considered something of a fetish. This motherfucker is like 4% more than that. A quarter?
Yep, just a quarter.
Okay. Here.
And remember, during the boil, we're going to be putting in milk sugar or lactose.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. It's like, this is the thing. It's like every now and then you smell one where you're like, oh man.
Yeah, right?
Well, every now and then you smell one, you're like, oh man, I'm going to put that shit in my craw.
And then don't do it.
No, don't do it. It's not good.
We made Holly do it, and man, I feel horrible. I feel horrible.
No, so Holly did introduce the product in there. And the thing that you need to know is that it disintegrates instantly and then becomes a kind of oily glue.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
You never...
It just gets in your
Everything
craw.
tastes this way now. That's what's up. All right, now.
Oh, God. Well... Josh, you're amazing.
He sneaks over.
Yeah, he does it silently. He's like the knight.
He is, dude. He is the knight.
He is the knight.
You're the fucking knight, Josh. Yeah, I said it.
All right.
Oh,
this is the day. It's been 4 weeks since you've.
Well, last time was pretty good.
Was it?
I don't remember.
Okay, I was hoping. It was a fuzzy episode.
Last time was good. I was hoping that would be sufficient.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I kind of have a memory of something good happening, and then I'd be able to get away with it. But that's not what happened.
No, it was kind of like the beginning of the episode, so that it hadn't really taken, effect.
Well, see, I was just gonna say, no, the star is like, hey, you got this, and I'm energized by that.
Look at that,
See, Rygar.
Rygar.
It's like there's crazy love
Rygar?
up in this
yes,
mix.
you have got this,
and that's the love that for me acts as a fuel.
Sure.
that is going to enable her. Am I stalling? Maybe. Maybe.
Look at all of those emotes.
All right. I don't see any reason
why this shouldn't go in right away.
Yeah. Right?
Okay, ready. You got it.
There was a pause. There was a hesitation.
I'm calling it as good.
There was a hesitation.
It wasn't a stop.
It wasn't a stop.
It wasn't a stop.
It wasn't a stop. And isn't sort of succeeding the same as success? Think about it. All right, hey, so...
Deep moments.
Indeed.
Thoughts.
With Jerriford K. Horkins. Now, we are looking for the good stuff here. That wood stain.
Okay, now here's the question. Do you want to pre-sing?
Oh, pre-sing.
Or do you want to sing after the fact?
To enter the precinct.
Yes. I mean,
I have precisely zero problem. So you're saying it could be a situation where one needs to prepare the grains.
Right. I mean, we've done it before with much success, with great success. So or we don't have to.
No, I think it's worth it. And here's the fact of the matter. Thanks, Darth. So when I look up here,
you see all the emotes.
I see emotes. I see Nihilist coming in saying, "Where's the sink?" Shiny does it. It's like, hey, and also,
oh god, yeah,
crazy sub love. Lesta's like, hey, be good to the grains.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I have to get it. Let's see.
The singing with the singing. That's great.
Oh, that's great. But how are we gonna give these grains the affection they need? Like, what's the track?
Oh, what are we?
Right.
I mean, is it a Judas Priest thing? Is it? Do you want to go more metal? Do you want to go more slow rock, slow jam? You want something loving?
I don't know.
This is fuck juice that we're making. So
Granger of Brucing from Phantom of the Opera.
Oh my god,
dorks. Let's see.
Roxanne. There you go.
Oh, dude, if you want Roxanne, you got to get Jeff in here to sing it.
Wait, what?
Oh, dude,
Jeff.
No. He loves the fucking Police.
Really?
Oh my god.
This is a whole new revelation about Jeff that absolutely.
He is fucking obsessed with the Police.
Works interfering with beer.
Here. Now listen.
No. Listen,
Jeff, we actually need you here for another reason.
Oh, you will get beer for this.
Would you be willing to sing the first verse of Roxanne to the grains?
I have the worst voice.
Well, here. But
that's okay.
But what you're going to bring is the love and affection.
I only know the chorus.
That's plenty.
It's fine.
This is going to be like old school. The Dana Carvey version of Roxanne from the SNL sketch.
Listen.
I'm okay with this.
No, we're fine with this. What we need is the grains to feel the love. And as long as you can make that happen. Listen, you got roped in, and
this is. It's got a weird smell to it.
So far. Yeah, but it's going to get better.
It's going to change.
Here, no, it's going to change as soon as you get done. Ready?
Roxanne, you don't need a... I can't do it on the string.
No, it's good.
Put off the red light. Hold on. You don't have to sell yourself for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right. Roxanne.
All right, thank you very much. All right, now.
I don't know if I wanted the close-up there.
All right, now.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
He might just want to stay. We're going to open the beer now.
Well, you work. You come back when you can.
Right.
All right, now. So that's going to work on there. That
was amazing.
The weirdest fucking stream. This is the weirdest stream.
I have never been more happy.
Oh no, I'm
with that.
Absolutely overjoyed.
I don't even
now let's get our.
Do we need to finish the stream? That was it.
No, we're done. Here, so let's get our.
I think we need to start with this.
Yeah. So this is.
Because tell me about this. I have.
So
this has been talked up.
This is from Ryan, right?
Yeah. I think so.
So Ryan and I and Chris Straub, who you may know better as Kathra Straub, we all ended up going to Napa to hang out with our special lady friends. And one of the stops was at Russian River. So they actually have 2 cash registers. You can go to one cash register and order like food and regular restaurant stuff and beer off the tap. But they do so much volume in bottles that they have a separate register where you can just go back and build your own cases.
Oh, that's neat.
And so, really, really great stuff that you've probably heard about. We've certainly talked about it here. Pliny the Elder, Bonkersville. They had a bunch of other great stuff. They had some Brett fermented stuff there. They also have Blind Pig, which I think is very good as well.
What kind of beer is it?
It's another IPA,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's much less oily.
Sure,
Still quite good, but
sure.
it's definitely over on the pine side of
Yeah.
things. But they also have a Pils, and I'm not an expert in Pils. Generally speaking, when I drink a beer, I want it to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm here in your face.
Exactly. It's like, this is what's going
What you
on
gonna
right
do, brother?
Yeah, this is what's happening right now. I want it to run wild on me like
Yeah.
Hulkamania. And so generally speaking, more gentle beers, I have a hard time.
Right. Kind of evaluating? Or
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I think my apparatus is designed like because the
Well,
first,
you've been honing it in for so long, right? Like that's the thing. Like you know what you
but
like.
The apparatus that I have was designed for whiskey.
Yeah.
Like that was the first thing I figured out how to taste like as an aesthetic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like this is like it's underneath the threshold of my instrumentation, generally speaking.
Right.
What?
Shh.
Listen, okay. So I think that we all enjoyed the song,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
If the grains did.
I don't know if the grains enjoyed the song. Right? Is that the situation we have?
Could be. Maybe they were a little embarrassed.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's see. We need another song. A song that has a word that rhymes with grain in it, and we can get it going over here. Yeah. It's possible that Jeff broke it. You can hear that I've brought the voice level down.
yeah. We don't want him. We don't want to hurt feelings. Queen. I don't know if there's.
I think I actually did. I want to know what love is.
Yeah, you did.
Smooth stuff. I see what you mean. Oh.
Smooth granial.
Oh no, I can do that. I can do the grains. Now let's listen. This is not about me.
Piano Man. That'd be fun. That's always a great one. I think but to do Piano Man, we all have to be bombed, and there has to be a chorus. And,
and optimally, it's in a dueling piano
Yeah.
bar. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna see if it helps the process at all. Okay. Here comes the grain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. So these are the
That's
parts.
good. Yeah.
I
Interlude.
want to walk in the open wind. I want to talk like lovers do. I want to dive into your ocean. Is it graining with you? All right, now
Is it graining with you?
let's see. Let's see if that gets us any closer.
Amazing.
Let's see if that gets us any closer. All right, hey, so
Okay.
so hook me up here. Like, help me get it because I know that you enjoy the classic styles too.
Yeah.
Help me process it. Help me find it.
So, I mean, really, when we build a Pilsner or any kind of Pilsner, the majority of it, like, it can be up to...
It's a specific grain,
Yeah.
right? I mean...
It can be up to 90%, all the way up to 100% Pilsen malt.
Oh, okay. So it's the flavor profile comes from the
Comes
fact
from that
that its malt bill is
Yep.
basically one grain.
Yep, a lot of the times, actual just table sugar will be put in to up the ABV and mouthfeel.
That seems like it's classic in a bunch of classic styles. They have shortcuts like that.
Yeah,
right?
because it was a process of the time that you just had sugar and you could just dump it in to raise your ABV levels and make a thicker beer.
Yeah. From the same
from a
same
cost
bill.
perspective.
Yeah.
Right. So it really was just it was just something from the time, the time and place that people were brewing.
Right.
So you're going to get, this is really going to be mostly Pilsen and Pilsner malt and whatever types of hops they kind of threw into this.
Okay.
You're not going to get a lot of crystal in here. And if there is, it's just enough to color it down a little bit.
So basically it's going to have to be about, like, I have to downshift the apparatus and like identify
Yeah.
it and then appreciate.
Yeah, you're not
The
going to
simplicity of it.
Yeah, the IBUs are only there just to come over the top of the malt and
Yeah.
not
Right?
hit you in the
Yeah, yeah.
face.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, see how so it has a light body. When we talk about light, medium,
Oh.
and full bodies, that's actually determined by the temperature we mash at.
Oh, like how syrupy the fluid is. Okay. Well, here. Now I get this. So Brenna has a phenomenon. It's like this with coffee too. There's a phenomenon that she calls like, I want beer that tastes like beer.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that this tastes like beer.
Yeah, because it's
I think it's a very good version, like of like the classic beer profile.
right, but it's also how did we first experience beer, right? Like these, I remember my dad would have Jenny cream ales. That was his thing, right?
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
the
kind of
same.
like
No,
what
no,
is
exactly
what
right.
was our ideal of what beer tastes
Yeah,
like, right?
that, you get the can.
Yeah.
Right. This
The
completely
screamers, yeah.
universal.
Yeah.
I think. Right. It's just like, and it's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
And
But
so
but
it's
then
like-
it was huge. It was those types of beers were actually very big because that's all that was really available.
Yeah, true. So I think I do get it. I think that what you like about it, and obviously this would be superior outdoors.
Oh yeah, this is on the back porch, barbecuing, having
Yeah.
a drink.
Yeah, it's simple.
But you are getting some bitterness too. There's
Oh
a
no,
lot of bitterness.
I would
right
say
up
I would
top.
say that for a pilsner, this is quite bitter.
Yeah.
And I suspect that's Russian River doing its Russian River thing.
Right, exactly.
Right. They're trying to class up the joint, right? They're
Like,
gentrifying
we gotta-
pilsner. So
You gotta do something with this pills.
yeah,
Like, we just-
exactly. But I'm not mad at it.
no,
I'm not mad at it.
I think it's great.
No, and the color is beautiful. But I would like to approach it. So we actually did. So Liquid Assets.
Liquid Assets is our version.
Is our version of a pills, and we haven't put that one together. I don't think.
No, we haven't.
Because it requires specific additions
Our
of
fantasy-
chocolate mint.
yes,
But
that
now
was
we're-
our fantasy.
But now that we're back in summer,
Yeah, it's
we
time
could
to do
get-
it.
We could get fresh chocolate.
There's
mint.
got to be. I mean, any local.
Yeah. Well, no. Any
Yeah.
any like home and garden
yeah,
chocolate.
or one of the local like Yakima food markets or something.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If you stepped into the no. Shh, no. Now, so we have done this. Now it's time for us to approach radical
Yes.
brew scenario, right?
Yeah. What do we want to do? Oh, we saved some stuff from last week, didn't we?
I think that I thought that I did. Let's see.
Whitefire, what sort of abuse will Jerry inflict on those poor grains today? Damn, you got labeled.
Dude, these grains,
Build 1,000 bridges. Holy shit.
these grains are the problem. These are poorly behaved grains. That's what you need to understand. It's like, you see how quickly it changes?
Right.
Man, fuck these grains. Here. All right, so
Oh my God, S.A. Wells, does Jeff often do that? And can you stop him, please?
S.A. Wells, that's cruel.
That's mean.
You don't need that.
Yeah.
Now, so it's possible, but I think here's what we should do. We're going to look at
What do we want?
themes, right? So out there in Channel Land, what do you think would be a good theme? A long road is very interesting.
Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah.
Long road is very interesting.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm just gonna sit and drink. I'm not gonna talk.
I love it. No,
it's
you
fine.
should talk and drink.
Here, you get this.
If you want to sing, you can
No,
you can
that
sing
was horrible,
more.
and I apologize to everyone on the stream.
There you go, man.
I'm sure
You'll like that.
everyone, people in other offices came into those who are listening at work like, are you
suffer?
watching
Yeah.
cats get murdered?
Yeah, are you okay? Yeah.
this happening?
Is murdering cats against the TOS? That's the question.
Yeah. Ooh, the Yawning Portal Ale. A
Yeah.
Jeff No Magic brew.
I am here.
You are here.
Yeah, exactly. Yawning Portal is good.
This is very light. What
Yeah,
is
this is a Pilsner.
That's a Pilsner. But it's a
yeah.
Pilsner done by a craft brew house. So the bitterness is up a little bit.
Yeah, it's got It's got very pungent notes to it, like a.
Yeah, hops are.
So So a good white wine sometimes will have an ammonia smell to it, and
okay.
they'll actually say it smells like cat piss. It's going to be great.
Is that,
Which is a weird
really,
thing.
Is that
yeah.
really identified?
Yeah,
Like if it
like,
has
there
that,
are
you're like,
certain-
oh, good stuff.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, that's got a really strong smell of cat piss. This is going to be a fantastic wine. And you wouldn't associate the
Yeah,
two.
that's not how I would
Something I
approach
did.
that.
But this
something I
beer
did-
has got a little bit of an ammonia kind of.
Yeah.
Yes,
to it.
funk.
So it's mostly from the hops that are bittering it at the front.
Yeah. Let's see. So when we were down in Napa, Jeff, I mean, this is obviously something that you know already. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that a lot of white wines were actually fermented in concrete.
I don't know that I knew that either.
I didn't know that. That's actually when we went to like
fascinating.
5 wineries, like making a concrete, like it's basically to keep it completely neutral, so it's not in the steel,
Yeah.
right, and it isn't in wood. It basically just completely maintains the flavor
isn't
profile.
concrete porous?
I was gonna say, that sounds like a lot of-
I mean, listen,
seems
that's
odd.
That's what I would think too, but they're the ones making the wine. You know, it's up to them.
Clouth, the
actually
Red
really good
Dragon
for-
Ale. Yeah, Clouth. Clouth is a mean one.
So what is the brewery where I'm
This
gonna give a
is
shout out to
Russian
the-
River. Russian River.
So this is a
Yeah,
California beer.
exactly.
They do some really good
Yeah,
stuff.
so people want like auspicious first beer. I like that.
Ooh, Loth's Rights. That's
Red
kind of
Dragon
fun.
Ale.
All right, I'm gonna finish this.
Yeah,
I'll leave.
Loth's Rights I think is good.
Yeah.
Let's put in Loth's. We've done some Underdark stuff, but it's all themed around Cathris.
What about Hallister? Do something for him. Holy shit.
Here we go. So there's a few choices for you. Take a
Yeah.
look. See if any of those. Jump out at you. Now hold on a second. Talp. Are you talking about toad in the hole? Do you mean like the egg? You mean like the little baked, like the breakfast thing?
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah, because it's
It's like the egg and the biscuit.
yeah, it's
right?
not impossible. I have definitely had it. It really
You're gonna wanna try
it depends
this
on your
one.
family.
Okay, I'll have that.
It depends on your family. It depends on if that's something that your family makes,
Mm.
right? Because we have a lot of stuff that we've kept.
Thanks, yes, Dad.
Yes, that Chris. Wow.
It's good.
You know, I'm okay with this.
No, it's like I thought
They
it would be
built it-
hoppier based on
Yeah.
the smell, but it's
No.
It's at the beginning, at the very end.
Exactly. And
That's it.
a lot of styles, a lot of beers in this style are even more dialed back
Yeah.
on the bitterness. They're very sweet, like a Stella, right?
Yeah. What is the IBU on this? Do we know? Does it
It
probably
might
doesn't say on the bottle.
Say it. Actually, a lot of bottles are doing
They're
that
starting to do it now.
But listen, I was just gonna say, yeah, definitely. But I want to take a moment to appreciate the fact that Jeff just asked what the IBUs
I
were.
was about to say something along these lines. I love watching Jeff's Twitter feed now because it's always sampler plates,
Oh, it's
platters,
always
and I'm
been
like,
samplers.
holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
I did a cider tasting
Yeah.
last week at a place in Chelan.
Oh, that's baller.
A
yeah,
cider
cideries
brewery, and
are popping.
they had a cherry cider,
Oh, that's fun.
which was almost like a sour.
Oh, yeah,
It was
definitely.
so good.
It worked for you?
Yeah, it was really good.
Good. Well, hey, I think we got it here, folks.
All right.
And people are interested in Audra Courtier, and Audra Courtier they shall have.
What do we want to? God,
Exactly.
What do we want to?
So there's not much that we know about Audra Courtier. Audra
Right.
Courtier has been left a mystery in the campaign for the most part. But here's the information that we do have about Audra Courtier that is currently extant in the space and also in the slightly other pieces of fiction. One, she is married to Prophet Dran. Indeed, she is the courtier of Dran and Courtier. So they own this in together. She came into the children's lives after they were already born as their mother. And it is not known, well, it is known actually that Audra Courtier is not her true name. She spends a lot of time away from home and she spends a lot of time in courtly intrigues. So Audra Courtier, at least as the information would have it, is probably some kind of spy or worse. That's the information that we have. Now, so looking into that, what do we think the right...
Really?
Right. What do we think the right hook is? You poking around? Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Okay, so we could do a triple IPA, which would be,
Whoa.
if you think about it,
Which we've never done on
we've never done it, but also because of her deceptions, right?
Yeah.
And political intrigue,
Yeah.
each one of those hops is a different character. Persona, right? Because you can put multiple
Yeah. So
hops.
what if you bitter hop it down here, and then there's a bunch of trickery on top in terms of the after effects?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So triple IPA to indicate that distinction. Can I top you up here a little bit?
I was told to wait for the other one.
No, you can.
Oh yeah. What is the liquid luxury Belgian style quad?
Yeah.
Belgian
right.
style quad. That sounds like a sex move.
Yeah, it does. Like quad?
Oh, yeah, a good one.
Yeah, I was just gonna here. All right. Let's see what we're getting into here. I don't want to hurt
Pop.
Josh's apparatus,
There's a euphemism.
right? Okay.
Oh, well done.
Oh man, this is very much a Ryan product here
Yeah.
as well.
Did he bring these?
No, this was sent in by St. Brian.
St. Brian. So simple in creation,
That's awesome.
magnificent in maturity. This wonderful ale begins with nature's most humble offerings, water, malted grains, and hops. Our soulful yeast breathes life and depth into each brew. So you'll like this because
I'm going to start my own podcast of acquisitions ingestion. Where I just drink the beers.
you just drink and pair.
and then when people hopefully will get to the point where they send me beers.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not bad. It's not bad. Here, so come after this because you're gonna enjoy the style, I think, a lot. Here you go. Good color.
What do you
too,
think
geez.
about a Belgian
Ooh,
dark
yeah.
strong ale?
Tell me about the Belgian dark strong ale.
So it's dark, complex, malty richness, dark fruit flavors, and spicy elements.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Now,
If Amy were here, I think that she would say that was a good match.
do we want to do something that's sessionable?
Yeah,
Good.
that's pure magic.
It's almost like a barley wine type of.
Oh, very much so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's the quad.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Oh, this is.
That's in that barley wine
how,
continuum.
yeah. What is this? Is a high alcohol content,
Bread,
isn't it?
toast. Yeah.
This has got to be.
That's why I gave you a reasonable amount.
This is at least 8. It's got to be
12.
12. I'm
I'm careful.
It is a wine.
I am careful with
Oh.
that shit. That is wine. So let's see. So we
You think it should be a saison?
we have a couple cool.
Too simple unless you infused it with some very unusual shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, you could infuse it with like 2 or 3 different things, but
Or we could, fruit beer wouldn't make any sense.
She travels a lot, and that's the other reason I like the triple IPA.
Yeah.
Because the whole purpose of the India Pale Ale was to sustain it over these long distances.
Yeah, that was
right?
the reason for hopping it.
Man, we gotta go ham on this thing later. We gotta go nuts on it. We gotta figure out what's going on. Let's see. So
I'll let you get back to bread.
Oh,
Thank you
absolutely.
so
Oh,
much
Jeff.
for this brief interlude. That was
Thank you so
That
much.
was a really good beer.
Yeah,
Was,
right?
I mean, I liked them both, but
yeah, that's pretty magical, right? All right, here. So
How about just the blonde ale?
I'm into it.
Easy drinking, approachable, fruit, hoppy,
Yeah, exactly. And I think the blonde ale,
and sessionable.
the blonde ale in this context is sort of like the lure. Mm-hmm. It's like the ruse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Belgian dark strong.
It's a player.
It has a case. It has a case.
I like the triple IPA,
You know-
but that's just because we have not done many IPAs.
Well, no, we specifically try, like, I think that we're drawn to it, and we specifically try to steer away from it.
Lotus Priest, should you drink beer cold or warm? Does it depend on the beer? Yeah, it depends on the beer.
definitely.
Lagers, you want to drink a little colder in the 40-degree range. But most beers and ales, if you really want to do it, you're in the 52-degree range.
Exactly. And where can
Cellaring
you...
temperature.
I was just going to say, and where might you... If you go to a brew house, tap house, gastro pub, what are we looking for on the menu?
You're looking at cask beers, and they'll have a beer engine behind. Now, the thing about a cask beer is that it naturally ferments and carbonates, or it naturally ferments in its own juices.
Right.
The bung's put on there and it just ferments. The carbonation comes from the beer engine that is, when you pull, it actually carbonates then.
But the temperature on that is very different. The head on it is different. And the texture of the beer at that temperature is very different as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, there's a beer, like we always complain about it because we're dorks. But they always have like a double hopped, like a dry hopped IPA.
Yeah.
At Jolly Roger. So if you're ever in Seattle, you have to go to Jolly Roger.
This is the one stop you have to make.
It's really, really good food, and it's really, really good tasters, but it's very craft.
Right.
It's very traditional.
And we actually said that this weekend. We were like, you know what? They have these great traditional beers that they do, and they do it well.
Yeah, exactly. But they always, like the very first time I'd ever seen cask.
Was that Jolly?
Oh yeah, it's not common. It's not common in town. The funny thing, and this might be interesting for Talp, like, you go to Scotland, and it's like the place might have a bunch. Oh, thank you, Broken Sentinel. Thank you so much. So they might have a bunch of beers on tap, but the only beers that they mention on the sign are what they call real ales, and so these are cellar temp ales that they pull up from the basement on a beer engine, right? And so the idea that would be like the norm and like a laudable characteristic there was just really exciting.
Yeah.
Like just going from place to place and trying these local offerings.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this totally different format. And also, this is the other thing. It's like we have the concept of like a session beer. No, I mean, not there.
No, it's a regular beer.
Yeah, that's just beer.
Yeah.
Like there's no prefix. You can have, like, it's all for you to have several.
Yeah.
And it's fine because they're like 4%.
Not 9% alcohol. Yeah.
Exactly. Right?
Oh yeah, Talp Brewdog is absolutely fantastic. They're one of my favorite breweries.
All right, hey, so it's Belgian Strong.
Belgian Strong,
Let's get in there.
Okay, all right. All right, let's talk about ABV. Get your notepad out.
ABV. No,
ABV.
the notepad is already ready. So Belgian Strong, I'm assuming that means we've got some gruesome range.
Yes.
Come on. I believe in you.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day.
No! Oh no! As soon as you change the camera.
Oh, Josh!
Oh, God.
Josh!
Listen, this is...
You gave it anxiety.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can't go...
Performance anxiety.
I can't go if someone's watching. That's... All right. ABV. Now, let's jump in there.
Traditionally, between 8 and 12%.
Oh, wow. So basically, this son of a bitch can go all the way up to what we're seeing here in this quad. Like,
absolutely.
And he's correct. He's correct. I mean, that's everything that I'm looking for in a barley wine.
Yep.
Like, that is a heavy, heavy product there. So let's jump in there and see what we're looking at.
Ooh, cool.
Okay, now, did I choose the wrong recipe? Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, look, it's...
Oh, it's Velvet Curtain.
It's Velvet Curtain. Here, I'm just saying it's a wheel, and then, sometimes the
Yeah,
it's pushed,
I know.
all right. So interesting. So,
Ooh, look at this back and forth, 10 and 12.
I was just going to say what the crowd is telling me on this is that they kind of want the 8.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see 8 come around. All right.
They kind of want, they don't want this to be Bonkersville. They want it to be
more flavorful than it is kind of stunty.
exactly. They don't want to engage in that stunt behavior. Oh, Rika Blum, it's like this. You are voting on the alcohol content of a Belgian dark strong ale. Yeah. ABV, alcohol by volume. Hey, you got any cues on there?
Yeah, we got Q's. We might have some A's. Do you guys have any brewing books you enjoy for research?
Oh, yes.
Researching unusual or traditional brewing styles and recipes. Okay, so there's several that I always recommend. The first, if you're starting out, is The Joy of Homebrewing by Charlie Papazian. The second one is Designing Great Beers once you get to the point where you're designing your own all-grain recipes. And another one is called Radical Brewing, which has these really...
Radical brewing sounds intimidating.
It has these really great off-the-wall kind of brews that when you really want to start experimenting. Can we expect to see Jared on AC Int?
No, he's down.
Yeah.
He is like Jared, which is to say Dieth, which is to say Pro Jared on Twitter. He is way down to come in here and get wild. All right, hey, we got 42.
I think we got...
All right,
yeah, all right,
so that's looking real healthy. 8%, I like it.
I think it's
strong.
neat.
It's strong, but what it's going to do is it's going to allow us to make something that has a full profile.
Yep.
And doesn't have to rest for 3 months in order to be drinkable, right?
Okay, so with that, let's talk about our color. Traditionally, it's going to be between 12 and 22, but we have the ability, we can go anywhere as we want.
Yeah.
So if we look at it, the 12 is going to give us this really golden flavor where 22 is going to add some red hues to it.
Oh, definitely. You know, though, I'm going to bring them down to 32 as well.
Oh, okay. Make it...
Well, if we're doing a Belgian dark strong, let's give them the option.
Yeah.
Because what we can do at 32 is we can offer, when we start looking at our malt bill, we can offer some really cool, some specialty grains, if you will.
Yeah, because with this beer, you want it to be caramel, malty.
Exactly. And those
are the flavors that you want to have.
32 might let us do is use greater volumes of those really rich grains.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eric, so this is going, I just want to take a moment.
Yep.
I've really enjoyed doing the show with you.
I enjoy doing
It's been like a fucking year.
It's been a year. It was so funny.
It's been like a fucking year.
I was going through these recipes, and I'm like,
What was I going to say? So you've actually had an opportunity to go back through everything that we have made for the space of, let's get 11, 12 months now.
Yeah. And we haven't had a bad beer.
No.
That's amazing.
The only beer that we haven't liked as well as we could was the spruce beer.
Right,
and that's because we didn't have tips.
But it was so funny. I was doing the conversion for the spruce beer yesterday, and I was texting Holly while I'm doing it. I'm like, Holly, this beer, the recipe is really good. She's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, I'm gonna go into the woods and I'm gonna pick out.
She's gonna gather. See, she is witchy as fuck.
Yeah, and she's gonna send us up pine needles, and then we're gonna rebrew it. And it's going to taste 10 times better because it's not going to be that super piney.
It's fresh. And the truth, right, is that those tips actually have, in their actual state, when I was at Boy Scout or whatever, they teach you how to eat these, right?
Yeah.
They have a citrus, it's pine, but it's pine by way of citrus. In the same way that, there's hops that reach into that pine.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They actually have a tangy sweet in them, too.
Yeah.
Not unlike an ant, which they also teach you to eat in Boy Scouts.
Do they? No, come on.
At any rate, my Scoutmaster taught us to eat ants, yes.
Was your Scoutmaster just a little...
He didn't really have a uniform or anything. He might not, I don't know.
He wasn't. He was just some guy off the street.
Yeah, he lived in the dumpster? I don't know.
22.
22, and it has been entered in the scroll.
Excellent. So let's talk about, this is going to be interesting. How do we want to bitter this beer? Right?
In terms of how heavy?
Yeah, how heavy?
Yeah, with an 8, it doesn't have to be super bonks.
No. So a traditional is between 20 and 35 IBUs.
Oh, so it's
not- yeah, it's not
under
heavy,
it's
yeah.
way under IPA
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I mean, we gotta. There's a good range to play with, you know.
Yeah.
Do we want to go higher? I don't know.
Here. So I'm going to give them a range of 20.
Okay.
I'm going to do 20 to 35.
Yeah, because how does that apply to Audra?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So we went with 22, and the reason that I like it is that it's at least out of the choices we gave, it's unassuming, right?
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
It's like the middle option.
Yeah.
And so obviously it's not a weak beer, it's strong, but what I'm wondering is, it's like, are there things about it that sneak up on the person?
Oh, I like that.
Right? And so when we're thinking about IBUs, we want to match it. Like we want to match the sweetness of this really novel malt bill we're going to make.
Right.
But at the same time, I think we want this to sort of sneak up. I want it to appear by all visible signs to be normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
But it's gonna hit you in the back, right? Like it's gonna.
Exactly. And when we start talking about hops, we start talking about the grain aspect of it.
Yeah, the hops could be really fun to play around with on this one.
Oh man! So now that some of the hot water is starting to get into the wood stain, boy, that is
look at that color.
That is an incredible. Well, yeah. I mean, this is the color after one pass at 105.
It's gonna get so much darker,
right? Yeah, I was just gonna say, take a look at this. So that's one pass, 105, and then remember that I'm gonna take. Speaking of crazy old men.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna take this fluid. So, like I say, the only time I ever see this motherfucker is when he's walking his dogs. And so I was like, "Hey,
you're just gonna run out." And like,
well, no. I was like, "Hey, man, are you still good for that? Like, is that still a good thing?" And he's like, "Oh, just bring me the wort." And it's like, I can't wait. So I'm gonna film that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna film that process. I'll bring him the wort, and I'm gonna film every aspect of that process, and we'll put it up on the Yub Tubs, so you can see what his still operation looks like.
This is the best.
All right. Hey, no, 25. Love it.
25, yeah.
Love
okay.
it. So that's going to be enough.
Okay.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
It's going to be enough. Oh, the smell. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's not, it's.
Oh, man, that's good.
It's delightful.
Well, because we built that so that after it was a stout, it was going to result in this black liquid.
Right.
Right.
And the fact is, we wanted it to be able to be brewed into a beer and into the whiskey.
Exactly. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah. All right. So when we talk about these dark, strong ales, we want them to be bready, toasty, and have a deep caramel flavor. Do we want to stick with that, or do we want to change it up a little bit? What do you guys think? Well, we'll do it. We'll do that through the grain process.
We'll do that through the dialectic.
Yep.
Of Twitch. What do you got?
So first one is going to be a Pilsner malt.
Okay.
This is going to be very dry, cream. Here, let me read you the Pilsner.
Yeah. Let me see if I have it right. Mm-hmm. That's going to be dry, crisp, sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
Next, Golden Promise.
And remember, this is just our base.
Yep.
We're going to get to that 22 with novel grain additions, right?
This is going to be sweet and bready.
Mm-hmm.
And now one of my favorites, Maris Otter.
Oh, a classic.
This is going to be
as a
rich.
base malt.
Yes, rich caramel.
Charlatan.
I know, rich caramel and toffee flavors.
Yeah, toasted sugars is the overall impression, right? Yeah. We should put a Maris Otter. They want a Maris Otter character in the C team, and I can make that happen.
We could do that. That'd be fun.
We should introduce Maris Otter during Last Stones Day.
Yeah.
Right?
There is a place.
There should be a family We'll give them a house.
The
Like
otters.
by the end of this campaign, we're gonna know what every building in
in
that
that
place is.
goddamn Red Larch is.
Oh,
Look at
Lord.
that. Look at that.
You see these roasted grains kind
Yeah,
of rising up.
look at the haze that it's creating.
Oh yeah, it's working hard in there.
Here's a good one from Taylor Wilkes. I ordered a Trappist beer and they put it in the wrong glass. Do I burn down the
Yes.
offending
No.
institution?
Is burning down bars against the TOS?
Possibly.
That's the question.
Yeah, possibly. It's
Yeah,
okay if they
definitely
don't.
don't do that, but I have to tell you this much. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like about glassware. If I go to a place and they have the right glassware,
It's all the better.
it's so great. Noble Fur,
Yeah.
the right glassware.
Yeah, that's like last week when I was brought in the coupe glasses. That infuriates me when I see a martini glass that's in this triangle shit when it really should be in the coupe glass. Same thing.
Listen.
But it's all BS, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. Are these people criminals?
Could be,
Yes.
yeah.
Do they need to bring back the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Here, dude, they want to go Maris Otter as the base, and I could not
Oh,
be more
I could
pleased.
not be more happy with that
Oh,
one.
that's going to be rich.
Maris Otter. Okay.
Rich.
So let's try this.
And don't and definitely keep all this in mind. She's a tricky character.
Yeah.
Like there should be some twists and turns
Oh
in this
yeah.
story.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta I was gonna say, so right now, you got a pound of Maris Otter in there.
Do we want Pilsner malt
Oh, to back it up?
to back it up, or do we want? Yes. Vienna malt.
Yeah, so dry sweet.
Yeah.
So basically as like that angel on your shoulder. Mm-hmm. Like imagine that Maris Otter is here, and then imagine that the Pilsner is like that angel on his shoulder saying, you could be a little more dry, crisp, and sweet.
Yeah, I mean, could you
Right? Exactly. Could you be a little more dry, crisp, and sweet?
where
And then-
Vienna's the devil saying, no, we're going to make this more toasty and biscuity.
Okay, so you're going to push it even farther into the sweet breads category.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have a guess about where they're going to go.
You think?
Here, no, we'll
I'm
let,
excited, yeah.
here, we'll let them go to work. Okay, so look at
that.
look at this. So up here, it's going to work. You can see this like rich haze here in the malt,
Mm-hmm.
and then look at what's happening down here. It has become even more evil here in this gutter down here. But why don't you grab some more cues?
Yeah. Oh, okay, here we go. St. Brian's. Last Stone's Day is approaching. Aside from traditional desserts, what would be a traditional meal?
Yeah. Are there meals?
Yeah, we've never really thought about.
We know about the drink, right? They drink cold comfort, right? We know about the rich, like soul satisfying beer
Yeah.
that these spirits.
Yeah, we've got the beer.
Here, you know what I would do? I think these are going to be baked. They're all going to be baked stuff,
Like a
St.
shepherd's
Brian.
pie type of thing?
Here's my thing. I think St. Brian that the food. Obviously, there's the cake that Grella brings in, right? Stone Stoop is a great choice. Here is what I would recommend, right? Cornish pasty obviously would be delicious.
Beef Wellington.
But here's my recommendation. Thanks, Quasi. Oh, it's so nice to
Quasi.
see you in there. I can't wait to come down and kick it in Oz. So I would say that it should be like baked trays.
Oh, okay. Quiche.
Well, no. I would say a pretzel stuffing, like a torn pretzel bread
that'd be
stuffing
fantastic.
with
Garbage bread.
a meat baked into it, like a brisket.
Is garbage bread a thing out here?
Garbage bread?
Yeah.
No.
So on the East Coast, it's just a bread roll, right? But it's stuffed with cheese, pepperoni.
This sounds really good.
Yeah,
like a
it's like-
stromboli? Like
Yeah, it's like a stromboli, just thinner.
a garbage bread?
Yeah, they call it garbage bread.
A+ would eat.
Yeah, I'll get the recipe. Make some. It's
Dude, that
fantastic.
sounds okay. All right, now, I
Vienna,
knew it.
okay.
I felt confident that, obviously it was a knife fight because it's only 6 votes apart, but I felt confident that Vienna was going to come out on top.
Yeah. Okay, so we want this to be malty and have a lot of caramel flavor to it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So let's choose, do we want to go straight crystal, straight caramel, or Cara Munich?
Okay, so break those down for me.
So if we do a crystal malt, it's going to be pure caramel. Give us a deep caramel aroma and flavor. Cara Munich is going to give us some caramel and that more of a bready flavor mixed in.
Caramel roll. Can do. Okay, yeah, now it's evil up on top too. Okay, looking good. We'll jump in there.
I love it.
Well, here, why don't you hand me that
Yeah, go on.
the Q thingamajig, and I'll see what I can do for you. Hey, look, Taylor Wilkes says, do you guys have a favorite style of beer? I think that we are both fans of beer in general. There's definitely beers that are not our 100% favorite, but I think that we both like the innovation. Like in the IPA space, we both actually really like the innovation. So I got Brenna, when we were at Russian River, Brenna hates IPAs. Like just, they're not for her. She does not like it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't taste like beer to her and is in fact a kind of assault on her craw. So I was like, here, I got exactly what you need. Let's get you this STS Pilsner and you're gonna be in a good spot. The STS Pilsner definitely tasted like beer, but it was, it's a little bit more bitter. Like their Pilsner's a little bit craft. But they had a haze on there. So if you see these out at a brew shop or anything like that, this haze thing, this like Northeast IPA haze thing,
It's not real.
is really, really great.
Yeah.
Like it's real good. And part of it is that they're hopping them in these goofy ways. First of all, the visual appeal is great, but they're hopping them in some bonkers ways. Good
Yo, can you look
Lord.
at that thing?
Good God.
That is a blanket of death.
Well, yeah, I think and we
Talk
distilled
about wood
this.
stain.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what it looks like here.
Looks like a port or patio.
I actually gave Brenna, I said, oh, you have to try this. Like a style. And she's like, no. And I'm like, it's like a style of IPA that's sort of like up and coming. Like, give this haze a try. And she asked to trade her Pilsner
for the haze?
for the haze. And then she drank like a 22-ounce haze.
That's fantastic.
Right? So if you don't like IPAs, you might want to explore this. You might want to check out this new space. New Belgium is saying that they're an easier entry into the IPA world, and I think that's true.
It is.
Because they emphasize
It's very gateway.
it's very gateway, but they also emphasize like hop is a range, right? Mm-hmm. Voodoo is very, very good. Agreed. They emphasize the floral and fruit aspects of the hop as opposed to the pine,
Yeah.
right? So they specifically
You're going to get a lot of
strategically
pineapple, grapefruit flavors.
yeah, they focus on tropical fruits and florals, which is a really, really interesting way to do it. Crystal malt, my friend. So
Love it.
This is sweet, sweet, sweet.
All right, so let's go with
Likes
the
to hurt your teeth.
Crystal 80. And now let's... Ooh. I'm going to do it.
You madman.
I am going to do
You
it.
kill us all.
Special B.
Oh, so there's a final? Okay, so this is like that sequel after they should have stopped.
Yep.
It's like that last sequel. It's like
Yep.
Hellraiser 4.
Do we want Special B, which is going to just add an extreme amount of caramel aroma, or do we want Biscuit Malt, which is going to add a ton of biscuity flavor to this?
Max caramel aroma, biscuit malt, which we haven't used, I don't think.
We've used it in one beer.
Really? I guess you'd know. You just did it all.
Yeah. And you want to know what's funny? We haven't used Special B a lot. It was like 3 beers.
Well, yeah, it's tight. There is a beer. If
Yeah,
you'd like to
yeah,
have
if
a
you'd
sip.
like to
Okay,
try
go
some.
sit down. Here. So this is what you want.
It's what I want.
Here, give us a
Also,
try.
I saw Jeff's musical performance, and I was wondering how difficult is it to be reassigned as?
As official musicer.
No, I mean no, to be reassigned to a different manager.
Oh,
Listen, you have to understand. I'm only going to work for someone as their direct report if they can carry a tune.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, sir. All right. Oh my God!
Look at that.
Every time I look back,
it's darker. This is
Satan
scary.
has taken root. The fucking devil lives in this step filter.
Scared to brew it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
When
I'm
we
not,
add
I'm
the
not brewing
yeast-
it at the witching hour. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. You add the yeast, shit gets crazy. Hey, Taurus Beesinger, have you guys thought about doing a traveling episode where you explore some of the better microbreweries across the country? That would be great.
That would be the fuck. Yeah. How
Yeah.
do we do that?
I mean, I've never yet. You tell me
hey,
how to.
Food Network.
You tell me how to
yeah.
pay for that, and I'll
Yeah.
do it. That sounds awesome,
What?
Taurus. S.A. Wells, are you worried about the consequences of asking Strix to send you forest trash to put in your potion?
No, God no. She knows
No,
exactly where to go.
No,
Holly is
that's
amazing.
100% on brand. Have you ever thought about? This is from Fodwin. It's not Fod. Have you ever thought about getting any of the Critical Role players under the beer stream? No, we haven't asked.
We
them.
haven't asked, but I think
I
it'd
don't.
be
I don't
awesome.
really like. I don't have like. I only have direct line to Matt. So, you know what I mean. I
So
can't.
you only have direct line to the.
Well, no. I'm saying like I'm
DM.
saying like the rest of these. It's like, hey, listen, I do a beer show and I'm also very special. Like I don't know how I make that
yeah.
case.
How do you say, hey, come on up?
Let's see. Well, here. So you might know some of these. Here, have you ever had any? This is from Kyber Crystal. Any Dallas
Good name.
beers? Brain Dead,
Nope.
Community Beer Company,
Nope.
Deep Ellum Brewing,
Nope.
Pedicolis,
Not a.
Lakewood Rar and Sons.
Nope.
I have never heard of
They
any
all.
of
They
those.
all sound fantastic.
I have never heard of any of those. All right, hey, Special B.
What?
Dude, this is.
Love you guys.
So what is this thing gonna look like?
This thing's gonna look great. Okay, now let's hit this up. What? Let's talk about. Or what was the color?
The color. Here,
Give me color.
Let me just pull up.
Pull up.
The
That was
22.
22. Okay. And what was the ABV we were going for?
The ABV on this is 8.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put some table sugar in here because that's what goes in this thing.
Oh, that's the classic
Yep.
style. You just want to maintain that.
Yeah, just put a little.
Oh, once you sort of get the color where it's at, then you go with a. Oh, that's probably the other reason table sugar is used because there's no modification to the color, right?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, Whitefire wants to know with a name like Woodstain, oof a doof. With a name like Woodstain, can you make an alternate version that's barrel aged?
Absolutely.
I mean, that would be the optimal.
It's not even an
scenario.
alternate. It's just
It's the same.
throw it in.
Exactly, but I mean, if you could barrel age,
What was it?
the
8%?
wort 8, yeah. If you could barrel age the distilled version of the spirit.
Oh yeah.
Whoo, whoo.
I am down. And what was the SRM on this puppy?
The CERM
Yep.
is 22.
Oh, let's bring it back down then.
Oh man.
Boosh.
Oh, so just a couple touches. I mean, not even full pounds of the other grains.
Nope. You don't need a when you use specialty grains, you don't need a lot.
No, it's just inflections.
With a lot of beers, you only want your specialty grains to be in the 20 and 30% range.
Total, right?
Total, yeah.
But dude, look at this color.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's lovely. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next? Now we
hoops.
activate the hop device.
Yep.
All right. So
how do we want to hop
Here's what we know
this?
so far. So this is everything about this is designed to be as approachable as it can be, and then sneak up and surprise. Yeah. So now it's going to pull this evil poison
Good Lord.
out of here and then mix it. Oh my gosh! Look at this.
That's nuts.
It's somehow even more terrifying. But it's gonna, this next phase right here, the draining wort, it's gonna pull it all out into the corny keg and just stir and mix it. At home during this phase, you'd have a massive paddle and you'd be going Sort of like when Holly was here and she
Yeah,
made the
meat.
meat, right? Same thing. This portion is very, very important to make sure that it gets mixed, right? Now, so hop-wise, what we're trying to think about here is how can we get this next, so the rest of it is unassuming, right? It's right in the middle. It's right in the middle of the range for this other like strong beer. How can we bring the surprising nature of this courtier that sort of sees all and knows all
Oh, interesting. Okay.
with the hop aspect of this?
So
right?
so we know we want to make this malt forward.
Yeah.
But do we want to have any aromas coming off the back end? That's the real question. Is that her thing?
I think so.
Okay. Do we want to have multiple aromas? Do we want to have just one?
It could be almost like we should think of it like perfume. Right? I think that's how we should be thinking of it.
Okay.
So in terms of classic bittering, we've got that down here. But then I think we want to use floral. We want to try to build a perfume experience
Right.
at Flame Out.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Let's do the.
So grounded with good earth, with a good earthy bittering.
Okay, so how about this for our bittering? Our initial bittering is Fuggles.
Yep.
This is mild, soft, fruity, spicy, and woody. This is a very, traditional English type of bittering.
Absolutely, but what a laundry list of adjectives there.
Now, we could, if we want to go very spicy on this, we could do Chinook, which is just a heavy spicy aroma.
Yeah.
Or, oh, this could be interesting.
You got something weird coming?
Yes, Olympic. We've never used this. This is citrusy and spicy, but it is a bittering hop.
Really? Usually you don't get that
No.
citrus thing in there. Citrusy, spicy. Okay. Let's take a look at that poll. All right, hey, so I got some questions. Hey, how will we access the 5-gallon recipes? So in addition to the book,
Yeah, the book is going to be I think, and that's what's got me most excited.
yeah.
Yeah.
In addition to the book, there's all kinds of ways that we can make them easy to
Yeah,
download.
we can put it on
I'll
the
talk to
website.
Bjorn and see what the easiest way for us to send these out is. Because
we-
probably best as a zip file,
Oh, that's a good idea.
right? Just put them all together in one place. And the hope, for me at least, is that zip file goes everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind. I think the book would be a really fun way to experience
Yeah.
like all the lore. I mean, that's the other idea in the back of the mind is
Yeah.
that this is going to include all the stories, brewing
Right.
notes, and then multiple versions of the recipe.
Yeah, like we're going to take a night and basically have to rewatch all the shows so we get all the lore down.
Yeah.
And then right from there.
Hey, on the question of flavor and aroma hops, what's your usual method for determining how much or how little to put into a batch?
So
Those are those hops that get added at the back end.
Yep. So when you're looking at your flavor and aroma, I'm basically just gauging it off of because when you put it in at 10 and 5%, or at 10 and 5 minutes, it's still going to affect your IBU rates. So you're going to want to I'd take that into consideration when I add my flavoring and aromas. But when you want to do some very heavy aroma hops,
Yeah.
that goes in at flame out. And you can just keep
Right
just keep
at the
dumping
end.
because it's not going to affect your bitterness much.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's getting pulled right then. GM Rocky also wanted to know: have you gone through some of the add-ons in Beersmith to get a greater selection of grains, hops, yeasts, and other adjuncts?
Yep, I've gone through most of them, and then I've added them all, and then I've taken some out because they weren't necessary, and
Yeah.
there's just way too many.
Oh
that
yeah, I was just
you'll
going to
never
say. I mean,
approach.
already when we go through that list, it's
Yeah.
pretty intimidating.
yeah.
Right. There's a UI concern at a certain point.
Right.
It's Olympic, my friend.
That's cool.
Down there at the base. Interesting. Okay, so fruity and like citrus rind and spice as the bittering hop inside the rest of that.
So what?
Inside the rest of that caramel.
So what does? Yeah. So then, what does Audra kind of what does her different personas represent?
Exactly. Right. Right. So now we're trying to figure out aroma, flavor.
Do we want to use something like Belma, which is very orange?
Belma?
Orange, yep.
Yeah, I could definitely see like an orange blossom. And Belma's new. Surprising.
I mean, do you want to go classic and say El Dorado? We've used that a little too much, I think, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would work well with this style.
Let's not put it in the menu. That's right. I don't think we have the citrus base down here. I don't think then we start going with apricot and pineapple.
Yeah.
Like I think we want to stick to that family probably. Oh, Gecko is saying green flame absinthe now that you have a still.
Could do
That's
it.
a great idea, and it would not be hard to do. GM Rocky says Autumn has good citrus and floral.
Okay. I got it right here.
Saatchi Ace is looking for Whitefire too.
And Amarillo Gold is another one, which is citrus and floral. Autumn we could use. I don't know if we can get it. That's the only...
Challenge there?
Yeah. So a substitute would be Amarillo Gold, which I know we can get.
Okay. Yeah, I'd never even heard of that one. Thanks for the tip, Rocky. So what do we think? So Amarillo Gold, more citrus?
Citrus and flowery.
Yeah, I gotta say, citrus and floral sounds good.
And do we want to use lemon drop?
Well, lemon drop,
I think that's more for pale.
yeah, I'm not sure lemon drop is the right choice with this kind of body and richness.
What about a Saz?
Saz is classic, yeah. How would you describe that?
Spicy. It's a noble hop. It's actually just kind of mild and spicy. Or I shouldn't say mild and spicy, but more spicy than anything else.
Yeah. Let's put those out there. There's a couple good choices in there. I mean, obviously, I have opinions, but I think anything that we can do to crank that, like the citrus oil vibe, like the fruit, the essential oil perfume type vibe coming off the top of it.
Oh yeah.
That might be a different. Basically, it would inflect the caramel richness in a different way, right? Tarasby Singer says, Jerry, if you name a character Maris, will Ryan make Frasier references? I think you know perfectly well. Times New Opponent, how many times in history do you think beer recipes have been generated through an open democratic process like this? I guarantee you it's not common. They call them brew masters for a reason.
Yeah,
They don't call them,
yeah.
They're not like brew presidents.
Yeah.
Or, the brew council.
House masters?
No,
Like,
no. It doesn't work like that. It tends to be auteurs, I suspect,
Yeah.
generally speaking. Hyper picky people. Especially now that he's done the 5-gallon recipes, I think it's definitely worth taking a moment, a year or so in, to really recognize like the level of success and quality. We're making beers in here that people who hate beer like.
I always say, Mike is my, if Mike
He's the
comes in,
ultimate
he's the
barometer.
ultimate barometer. Like when he comes in, he's like, yeah, it's not bad. Like that's a successful day. And everybody that, even Jeff, for him to go from, I don't like beers to, I'm going and tasting and I'm sampling that.
Oh yeah. Baron Timber says, have you seen the new trend of fresh ground hops being added to flame out
Yeah.
to add a massive amount of floral and bittering oil notes?
Oh, yeah.
Will you be trying this in the future? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we see stuff like that all the time. Washington, as we said before on the show, Washington is sort of a hop state. Like we got the hops down in Yakima, and then we got the grains in the middle of the state. I mean, I'm from Spokane, and so when I drive home, you drive through wheat fields for hours. We don't see the hops going through because they don't want to grow in the middle of the state. They want to grow where it's rainy south of here. So fresh hop is a big deal over on this side of the state.
Well, and
guaranteed.
Fremont does some really great fresh hop stuff.
They do.
Ooh, what do we got? God, Belma is...
I see. I'm excited too. It's
Me
brand
too,
new.
yeah.
I like that it's surprising. and I like that it doubles down on orange. Like, I'll be so excited to grab this because it's going to be something like this.
Yeah.
It's going to be in this vein, right?
Right.
So it'll be sweet and caramely, and then right at the top, there's going to be that sharp citrus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to build that in my mind right now, and it's great. Is EJB in a fight with Special B? He hasn't suggested it yet. See, you can tell this is an old question because this motherfucker back to his old tricks. Let's see. When you get the wort distilled for the whiskey, will it be hopped or in hopped?
No, it's not hopped.
Fatal error. It was too evil. I think it was too evil. I'll restart it. But yeah. Basically, what we're gonna do, Baron Timber, is we're actually gonna take the exact same recipe. So this is apparently, like, we did some research on it, and apparently this is not uncommon now in the craft space. They call them brew distilleries, but I think that's only because they lack imagination. Basically, there's places that do that basically have the beer recipe and then just use the regular beer recipe as the wort.
Or it was
for the distilling.
Yeah,
So
my buddy John owns the Albany Distilling Company, and it's right next to literally almost attached onto a brew house. Whenever the brew house would have a bad batch, he would just take all of the wort and then distill it, and that would be some whiskey.
it's a relatively common thing. So were you able to get the license required for brewing spirits? It depends on the threshold. It depends on your output.
Yeah, we're not brewing spirits, so we don't really need the license. So
Yeah.
and we're not selling it either.
We're just gonna hand that over. So Belma Orange it is, my friend.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna heap that up at the end.
Okay, so that was our flavoring. Let's add some aroma.
Yeah.
Do we want to do aroma?
I say let's do it. We got some time here.
Okay,
right?
so there's two things. We can either go with more Belma, or we are going to go with Pacifica, which is
Pacifica's
an orange
really good.
marmalade and citrus.
That's gonna be lovely.
Oh, lemon and orange. Could be interesting. Or lemon drop.
Yeah, you know what? Let's put lemon drop in.
Yeah.
Let's put lemon drop.
I think that's cool.
Just as aroma.
Rocky, that's a really great recommendation.
What was it? Rocky that put it in there?
Yeah, he said lemon and orange.
Dude, Rocky knows it's shit.
Yeah.
Like that is hot shit. Lemon drop. You know.
Laura,
Rocky,
too.
the first, we actually did not know. We did not know about lemon drop at all until we had a taster tray over at Lucky Envelope.
Yeah.
Oh, Kalinsky says, hey, go
Oh,
whole
we
hog with
could.
some zest. Why not?
That's
Oh, man,
interesting
if
for
you-
for a dark, strong ale. That's
Why not? Right? Because they're not stouts.
no.
They're just dark, strong ales. And
Yeah.
so you're not going to clash with any of that chocolate malt. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to clash with any of those flavors. Like, why not come in with something like that at the end? I don't hate it.
That's not a bad idea.
Perfect Gem says, you're going to do bakequisitions in dough paraded. Make breads, pastries, and brownies from non-standard grains.
Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, exactly. The truth is that there could be a completely second show.
Well,
We should just see if somebody here wants to do it.
Well, actually,
because
no.
you could have a totally second show where you take this and then use these in a complete other range of products.
you can make pizza.
Well, no.
Whatchamacallit?
Because we still have these, remember? Yeah, Daragos. I mean, this is a bakery that uses spent brewing grains to make all kinds of great
Actually, you
stuff.
know what we have to invite Tara back again. And have her do something.
We have to invite Tara back because she makes really good shit to
Food,
eat.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they want that lemon drop right up on the aroma.
I love
Gosh,
it.
Dude, that's going to be so bold
think that's
up on
neat.
top.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. All right. Looking good. Now, at this point, yeast.
The yeast. Dark, strong. Oh, actually, what was our IBUs that we were going for?
IBUs.
Yep.
They are 25.
Oh, God.
Yeah, gonna turn it down a little
Yeah,
bit.
we got to crank. We're at 66. Let's crank
Well,
this
no,
shit back.
Well, no, I think it's because we dropped in some heavy hitters, right? Which microbrew city is your favorite? Portland, Dallas, Seattle. I know I'm pretty decent on Portland. They've got some good stuff in there. Oregon in general has got a lot of great stuff, I would say. Even those tiny beach towns, some of them have some really incredible offerings. Dude, Dog Sneezes is watching this stream from halfway up a Douglas fir tree. Now, are you making a tree house, or are you currently servicing something? Honestly, I think you'd be very hard pressed just because of the unique position we're in geographically. I think you'd be very hard pressed in that particular list to top Seattle. And if you have a local place that you think puts it on the map, definitely let us know. Like we're not religious about this sort of thing at all. It's just that, like a new brewery opens up here every week, and
we were just talking about that.
And they're not like,
none of them are bad. Like,
no, they're
like Obeck?
out of this world.
Oh my God.
Obeck makes no sense. So we weren't familiar with the Czech brewing tradition at all. Holy shit! If you're in town for West,
I think what we'll have to do is, like, for West, we'll put out a tour
for
guide.
West. Hear me out. This is happening for real. For West, we definitely have to put up our list of like where we go.
Yeah.
When it's time to write the C team and other acquisitions incorporated stuff, let's just drop it. Let's just drop it right in there. Hey.
So let's talk about yeast.
Yeah. So basically at this point, it's like, okay, do we leave it alone or do we put some kind of a spin on it, right?
Right. So the
Belgians have a thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have the Belgian dark ale. Thanks, Leon.
Yeah. We will absolutely hook you up with that list. No question.
The Belgian dark ale, which is really going to bring out the malt profile.
Yes. The richness. And in fact, we've got it right here.
Yeah. Or we're going to use the Belgian strong ale. This is dry, tart, and fruity.
Yeah. I was going to say, dry, tart, fruity. I know exactly. Like, we've done it enough times and we've had enough.
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly what that is.
Right?
I can tell exactly what that is without even lifting a glass. And that Belgian dark ale is, I mean, they're both going to be great. I mean, it really depends on, of what we've built, where do you want to place the weight?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it was funny, when I was doing the conversions, I was back doing Jim Dark Magic's The Velvet Cape. And I'm like, I was remembering, like, we had remember how we had the one yeast that, took away the spiciness, and then the other one that was like, the Tet comes out and it's super spicy.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the difference between Cape and Rope, which honestly, like, that was one of our first beers, and we have talked about that all year.
Yeah.
I would say that is one of that's a really core piece of information, how you have exactly the same build,
right? And
then you approach it, you can approach that exact same build in two different ways. They are not comparable.
No.
At all. As soon as you start throwing in one of these Bavarian or Belgian yeasts, like, those are definitional.
Yeah.
And then the other one is just an American ale yeast, right? Like a classic yeast.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It's about clean, it's crisp,
Yep.
it does the
just does the job, yeah.
And then it gets the fuck out.
Yep.
And in that case, the hop aspects of the build were the ones that came forward.
Right.
Right?
And that was actually really fun. That was the first time we did that. We brought it to the SCA event. Remember? And we were like,
no. It's literally one of my best. It's one of my best memories of all time.
Yeah.
Because I had a chance, like a real chance. Because there's always that weird poetry in there. It's like coffee or whiskey. It's like okay, or wine. It's like leather. It's like, okay, is that a taste? I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually being able to approach Tet, like, I understood Tet after that in a way that I had never actually gotten before. Because it isn't spice. Like, this was like cinnamon cardamom.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was insane. And also, SCA is bad news. Because if you go to one of these events and you have the tap set up.
Well, you were behind the tap just pouring,
you can wake
pouring
up
beers.
at like 9 a.m. and the tap is right there, and no one can tell you no. It's very dangerous, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, listen, they want that.
That's strong ale.
They want that strong, right?
I think that's neat.
I think so too. Dry, so that's going to be a really nice texture, right? Tart, fruity, all that stuff is going to back up the citrus mother load that we backed up on this motherfucker.
All right.
Now, channel.
Wait, can you bring me, I just want to go back. We were looking at 8% ABV, right?
Oh, yeah.
20, what?
22 SRM.
Okay. And
25 IBU.
Okay, cool.
So now, precious chat, we need those names. We need those names. Oh yeah, Perfect Gem has exactly what you're looking for. This is the delicious info. Since Mike is going to be gone on Friday, Ryan and I are just going to straight up continue our Doki Doki Literature Club stream. My understanding is it's about 6 hours long total, and so I think we'll get there.
Yeah, what are the names on here?
Got some good stuff.
Loot Box, Ward of Court, Audra's Sneak Attack.
Ooh, Sneak Attack is good.
Yeah.
How did we not get Sneak Attack?
Courtier, Triple Entendre. The Invisible Intrigue.
Sneak Attack is real good.
War Loot. Yeah.
Yeah, to bung load, we got Corley Intrigue. I see Intrigue is sort of in the... Ooh, True Name.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oof.
Shot in the Dark.
Love it. War Fruit. Oh, I get it. I like it. Favorite Private Performance. Ooh, Stunning Riposte. Very tasteful.
Dark Streak.
Ooh, Dark Streak is very writerly essay.
A Note of Citrus. Oh.
Yeah, true name is Juice.
Deadly Serenade. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one more.
For one night only. I realize that when I do this show, I do it like how I DM. I take my shoes off.
Oh, same? Yeah.
Yeah.
I take my shoes off every time I DM.
I think it's a thing.
Slippery Mind. We got one more.
Sharp Note.
High Note's a keeper. Grabbing it. All right. Precious Channel. Let's get this thing buttoned up. This is another classic. Mm-hmm. It's a brand new classic. Viking Goat had a good question about cornerstones. What 3 jams are traditional in cornerstones, most to least? Also, are savory cornerstones anathema? Savory cornerstones are not anathema. That can be eaten any time of year. It's the sweet cornerstone that is the cultural practice. But this type of cake can be made with gravy, can be like any kind of shepherd's pie type thing. It's still going to be stuffed. That's all good. As far as jams, when I think about that place, I think that the jams that they would most likely have, the first would probably be blackcurrant. Mm-hmm. The second would be blackberry. And the third would be strawberry.
I think strawberry is it just goes.
Oh, I'm just
right.
when I think about the place and
Yeah.
the type of atmosphere it has, there's a very Northwest vibe.
Yeah, totally.
Those are the ones that we have. Now, obviously, there'd be other ones, huckleberry, blueberry, that type of stuff. But those are going to be the main ones that you have. And also, don't forget, like, this is an old tradition. They've been having it for a long time. And, you know, when it comes to the blackcurrant, my suspicion is that that's not going to be what kids like. It's going to be...
Oh, right.
No,
They
they're
want
gonna want
the
blackberry,
strawberry,
strawberry, raspberry. They don't want the blackcurrant.
But you grow into the blackcurrant, right?
Exactly. And then you become, when you get older, you're like, no, blackcurrant's the right one.
Yeah.
And then the kids are still wanting to eat this other shit. Sand plums. I didn't even know that was a type of plum. Gramzilla, thank you so much. Oh yeah, Yithian historian. I don't know if you're from Seattle, but blackberries are a weed.
Well, they're a thing. They're
a weed
everywhere,
here.
right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. Like there's a house like a block away from me that was just like you couldn't even see the house. It was just a blackberry bush. It was like a block
You're just
long.
out there at night picking
No.
blackberries.
And then I remember last summer, it's like we used to go out there with the kids and pick
Yeah.
blackberries, right? Because it's so close.
Yeah.
And then they cut it all down last summer. This year, it is exactly the
The
same
same,
as
it
it
just
was
grew
2
right
years
back.
ago. That's just how it is.
Hey, how are
That's
the
just how it is.
hops growing on the vine?
Dude, I don't know what's going on with these fucking hops, dude. When next time you come over to the house,
Yeah.
you're gonna see the hops out front. Those are the cascades. I have never seen it like this.
Because
It has taken over.
We should
Blind
rebrew
Faith.
Blind Faith.
I have never seen it take over like this before. We can do the fresh hop like Bear was saying. We can do the grind just to increase the surface area, toss it in.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that one, the other one, it's actually growing down along the fence on 2 directions. And the one on the other edge is doing the same thing. Like they have never been this.
That's fantastic.
They have never been this strong before. Like I
Yeah.
literally don't know what to do with them. Like every time I come home,
You're like,
there's
this smells
visually
delicious.
more.
Yeah.
Of this motherfucker. True
Whoa,
name it
true
is,
name
friends.
it is. Jesus.
True name. God damn, what an absolute pleasure it has been. What a pleasure it has been.